have such great news. Lent starts late this year. It's starting March 2nd. So that means our 40 Days for Life campaign also starts March 2nd, which means that it's going to be warmer. Hello and welcome to Sweet Home California Praise. My name is Jennifer. And though this channel is more about the Lord and the Bible, and I really try and stay away from politics, the pro-life cause is much more biblical than it is political. So that's the one exception that I will be talking about on this channel because I feel very strongly about it. And as you can see, I've got my pro-life gear on display here. And those are just a couple of the signs that I've collected over the years and have used in front of abortion clinics. And I just really want to share with you about the 40 Days for Life campaign. I got a flyer from church this week that reminded me that it's going to be starting again soon, and it has had a lot of positive impact over the years that it's been around. I think they started the 40 Days for Life campaign in 2007, and since then they have saved almost 21,000 lives. So that is awesome news, and it, you know, those not as old as the March for Life vigil that they've held annually basically since 1974. This is a little bit more action spread out throughout the country, and they use the internet. They've got on their website, let me show you, where you can donate, where you can find resources on how to approach people, how to talk to people if they approach you. It's all about, peacefully showing an example of prayer. It is not about getting into people's faces. It is not about calling people, baby murderers or anything like that. This is about caring for not just the baby, but it's also for caring about the mother, the woman who finds herself in a crisis pregnancy, an area where she doesn't know what she's going to do. Because abortion is legal, we have a lot more abortions than if they had been outlawed, because their family are pressuring them, the father of their child is pressuring them, and they just feel also that it's their responsibility to just take care of this problem, because that's the responsible thing to do. If they don't, they feel like their life is going to be over, and people just think, oh well, that take care of it, and then we don't have to worry about supporting you. We don't have to worry about babysitting. We don't have to worry about financially providing for you. And so all these pressures are on that young woman to abort the child. And we want to show them through prayer, through resources, being there, that there are other alternatives. So in addition to signing up for the vigil and committing to giving maybe an hour a week, 2 hours a week, whatever you're able to do, stretch that out. Lent is a time of preparing for the resurrection of Jesus that comes on Easter. And so that's part of the reason why they have this 40 Days for Life vigil timed at this time. They actually have 2 campaigns a year. So they have one right before Easter, and then they have one that's before Christmas. So this is great weather. There's no excuse not to do this throughout the whole country. So please go to this website and find out where you can give some time. But in addition to that, throughout the year, there are also other organizations such as CareNet that are there year-round. They have services. They've got clinics that provide help, provide resources, provide clothing, diapers, counseling for women who are in crisis pregnancies. Another thing that you could donate to would be Save the Storks. This is an organization that started a few years ago. I found out about them at a Grace Fest concert, and we've been giving to them ever since. And our donations go towards funding ultrasound buses. So these buses are parked in front of clinics, Planned Parenthood clinics, to encourage women who are considering abortion to come and take a look and see what the development of their baby is at the time that they're considering. And I believe the last thing I saw, the statistic wise, was that 85% of the women who go into a Save the Stork bus that was abortion minded before they went into that bus decide that they are not going to abort that child. So they have got a really good record also of saving children. Since abortion was legalized in 1973, over 60 million children have been aborted, and those are just the numbers in America. And it actually doesn't even include California, because California does not report its numbers nationally. So the true number is just unimaginable, the amount of children who have died. This is truly a Holocaust of epic proportions. And we can't expect God to bless us if we stand by and do nothing when all these innocents are being killed. And it's not just the children that are victims, but I truly believe that many women and fathers are also victims of this, that this culture that is telling them that this is what the responsible thing is to do. So we need to pray for all involved, and also the workers that are caught in this as well. They often are fed the lie, and they believe it, that this is helping people, this is helping women. A woman named Abby Johnson used to be a director at Planned Parenthood. There is a movie about her conversion story where she went from being the director of a Planned Parenthood clinic to being a pro-life advocate. And that movie is called Unplanned. So I would recommend that you watch that as well and see what it was that caused her to change her mind. Well, in any case, whatever you can do, prayers, financial support, your physical presence of being at one of these vigils or volunteering for one of these organizations, or even better, all of the above. Please let me know down in the comments what maybe you have done to encourage others, what you plan to do in the future, and just what your story may be on this very important topic that would encourage and support others. There is forgiveness for all. If you have been involved in an abortion, either funding it, having one, participating in one, there is forgiveness for all. Abby Johnson is a great example of that as well. And many others. She started a foundation, I believe it's called And Then There Were None, where her foundation exists to help people get out of that organization of Planned Parenthood and to be able to earn a living for their families in another medical field or another field of their choosing. So, and also they offer counseling, because once you realize that abortion is not a gift from God, there are a lot of Christians that are involved in the abortion industry because they believe that this is something that is acceptable, that God does condone this. There are people who truly believe it. And when they finally realize that that's not the case, it can be a very, very much a shock to them. So they need our prayers, they need our support, they don't need our judgment, they just need help. And I hope that you'll join me on this. Please comment down below, please share this video. I'll have links down below in the description as well, so that you can go ahead and find out more about these organizations and see how you can help. So anyhow, again, God bless, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.